Yes, hello Tristan, and welcome to 2025. "100 years. Is it from 1924, the engine? Yeah. And it's actually 110 years ago, 236 was built. $111 actually. Yeah, 111. This is Østre linje. Østfoldbanens Østre linje. Okay, Tristan. Hello, Masla. Welcome, and welcome to 2025. The future. Thank you so much for the like. And thank you so much for the like. Number 2. Don't feel pressured, Masla. I understand. I can also be tired sometimes, so... And I'm a little bit tired tonight also, but I wanted to go outside a little bit and get some air and watch how the cleaning of the snow is going. Yesterday I was basically practically snowed inside. It was, even if I wanted to go outside, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't stand any chance to get down to the main road. It was crazy. It was snowing and it was really windy, and it snowed basically for almost 1.5 days. It just stopped a couple of hours ago. Yeah, it's been a little bit hotter this day, in the day today, so it's a little bit wet snow now, but it's a lot of snow, so... And now it's supposed to be colder, so for a week or so, pretty cold again. We had minus 20, 22 degrees Celsius a couple of days ago, and for multiple days. So it was really cold, and then it snowed, and it melts on top of the really cool ground. So it freezes again. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. And it's been a lot of chaos on the roads and stuff like that. I think it was around 50 to 60 centimeters of snow in the southwest part of the Oslofjord area. So I'm not sure how much it's here, because the wind was taking the snow everywhere. So, but the drifts are almost as high as I am some places. So it's a lot, but I really love the snow. So, but of course I love to go outside also. So luckily I didn't have to go outside yesterday, because that was practically impossible. It's a little bit difficult for me to watch the little screen there, so I think the train should be here quite soon. See if I can use the windows today. It has been, the car has been really icy and snowy because of the cold, so yeah, it worked today. I'm going to try to read the comments on the other phone. Yes, happy 2025. Let's hope so. Oh, frozen rain isn't great. That's bad. And thank you so much for the like, number 3. Oh, that seems quite slippery. That would be nice, Tristan. Where are you from, Trainspotting? Ola Sola? Ja, hallo, velkommen. Just since you have a Slovakian or Czech crossing light. Bare hyggelig. Are you kidding me? No. I heard that rain, I think. Okay, it seems like the train will come. You never know in Norway, you know. It's cancelled between Ski and Oslo. But that's been like that since Monday morning, I think, because of the snow and stuff like that. Yeah, I read it earlier today, I think, Tristan. It was quite sad. How is the quality of the stream? Sound and picture and stuff like that? Thank you. Velkommen. 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 I think the gate should activate really soon. It should actually be here now, so yeah, but they reduced the departures on the trains really much to use less switch points, switches, to be able to man all the switches, to clean them for snow and ice and stuff like that. So it says so on the Bane app. So and actually I think the train for the most part has been running. Well, I probably shouldn't say that because, you know, Norway and trains. But at least I don't think it has been that much trouble. But this train should have been here for almost 5 minutes ago. Oh, it says okay. It says here expected 23:32, and it should be here 23:23. Now it's 23:31, so in a couple of minutes perhaps. But then the train from Ski, Oslo to Rakkestad perhaps is going to be delayed a little bit also. Are you kidding me? Seriously? It's probably someone that's going to check the crossing for snow and ice or something. But of course, now, seriously? It says sikker jernbane. Safe railroad. Yeah, it's of course it's too late to move the car now, so bear with it. Yeah, it's quite amazing. You can find the best spot for filming the trains, and whatever you do, you can be sure that people will either park or walk just in front when the train is going to come. Could you please go? Thank you. Oh, even worse. Good. Thank you for the effort. Is it possible? Yeah, the people have talent. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's only in Norway people can do that. Of course, they have no clue that they are filming the train, so especially when you're sitting in a car, but so you can't blame them too much. But of course, it's not the best. But what can we do? We just have to laugh about it. It's comical in a way. It's no one here half an hour before the train or half an hour after the train, but exactly when the train comes. Yeah, it seems like he was checking something about crossing or something like that, so he probably needed to walk in the snow. I'm not sure if that's possible, Tristan, because it's inside, I think. Yeah, the type 74 and 75, and now type 76. It can look the look can be a little bit look like they are quite fast, and also they can go in, I think, 200 kilometers per hour. Not here, of course, but I think it's around. Is it perhaps 65, 70, or 75 kilometers per hour in this turn? I think. I'm not sure anymore because now the signs are gone. But I think earlier it was at least 65 kilometers per hour before they did a lot of things in this turn. So, and changed the rails and stuff like that. But on the stretch between Knapstad here and Tomter, or almost Tomter to Bliksland, it's 100 kilometers per hour at least, I think. And 100, I think it's the maximum on the eastern line here, the Östra linje. Before, I think it was 80 or 85 kilometers per hour. That was maximum until 2012. I think it was 80. And then they tuned up the speed limit to 100, and from 60 to 70, 90 or something, and yeah, about 20% or so, and closed 4 train stops, and had a few minutes more on the schedule. So I think it was at least 3-4 minutes more. So hooray. Make it difficult for people to use, go faster, and have more time on the schedule. Yeah. But what do you mean, Tristan? No, I think it's inside the, the control box for the crossing. It's probably 200 along Mjøsa also, I think, on the new double track there. I think the rails probably are switched out since 1890s, but just the rails and not the line, perhaps. Oh, but wooden sleepers are really nice. Actually, they have to change the the concrete sleepers way more often, I think, than wooden sleepers, because they can crack and stuff like that, be crushed. Was it a couple of words from my side that didn't come through? I think ERTMS has been in operation on the Gjøvik line for about a month or 1.5, I think, sadly. Now the train stopped at a train stop. I think it's going to be a while before Flamspana has ERTMS. Yeah, of course, but it's probably easier to have a automatic train signaling system than manually. It's quite difficult, especially in the winter, I think, because, or even in the summer, because they really do it in the old-fashioned way with walking a lot. I think they are I think they need to walk to the one side of the station, set the points, go back, set the signal in for that track in the station building or so, and then they need to send a message and ask for the next train and permission for the next train and stuff like that, and then they send, and then they throw the switch on that one train has come, and then they need to set it back and walk to the other end of the station to set the other point, and yeah. So it takes a lot of time. Just for one train meeting, I think the station master has to walk at least a kilometer or so. I'm not sure how long the tracks are at that station, but the procedure, yeah, I think 1 to 1.5 kilometers, just to have to train meet at the line. So I even think somewhere that they also use bicycles or something like that to go between the switch points and the station building. Yeah, they are not in in a hurry, but and it's in some way a nice way to show how the things used to be done. Of course, so it's almost a part of the experience in that regard. But in the winter, well, in the winter, I don't think they normally are running 2 trains anyway. But manually operating switches in the winter, it's not child play, to say the least. Especially when it's coming a lot of snow and you have to walk through the snow and no. But of course they could probably install motorized points and stuff like that to make it a semi-automatic station in a way, to make it way easier to operate, like it was on the Eastern Line here until 2015. They could do something like that. Then it's way easier to have one-man operated stations. Or woman. I would rather say downgrading the crossing, Tristan. Of course, a newer crossing will probably work a little bit better, but you know, get the bells back and I will probably be more happy. Everything else is a downgrading it after my view. Snowmobiles, snow scooter, yeah. It's probably somewhere in the world that they do that. Okay, but then I just want to say that, yeah, first and foremost, a Happy New Year to everyone, if you haven't heard that today. And let's hope it will be a good year for everyone. And a little bit about my plans now. It's a little while until the next and last train for the evening, I think, but it's not that long, so I think we should be able to to watch that also. But I think I need to try to find a toilet, so we might go and do that first, and then we'll see how the roads are looking today after the crazy snow weather. And then we go to another place and watch the last train. At least that's my plan for the evening, I think. And you guys can just talk a little bit in the chat, and I have to focus on the driving. So there. it's quite slippery in some places, especially where they have salted and stuff like that. Taking my place. Or if we perhaps just park here now. You can look at the nice snow. I might be in the chat, but otherwise, just enjoy, and I will be back as soon as possible. Hello, is it working? Testing. Yes, I hope so, Maslan. Yes, thank you so much. Did it cut out long ago? This stupid YouTube app. I'm not sure why it did that, but it should be some of the best signals in the area here. It's just about 500 meters until the cell tower, so. But yeah, sadly they didn't have the tuna sandwich masala, but they have a lot of other stuff. It's the 13 mini that's streaming. And the other phone that I use to watch the stream and read the chat and stuff is iPhone SE 2016. But sadly the battery life on that phone now and the technical support and stuff like that is not great. Oh, what do they think? Do you have a theory? Bonsky? Yeah, but this phone has no, don't have a fingerprint sensor. But of course, it has some face stuff, I think. So it might cut out because it couldn't see me or something. But it worked. It worked a long time. I'm sorry for a long time on the toilet, but you know, when you do your business, you need to finish it. And it was the business hours. Very funny. Okay. But then we should be able to try to find the other place. Do you want to take the highway or the old road? Oh, was it was it official battery change? Or a third party? Well, I think I think both of the roads are quite similar in a way. I'm not sure if you can see, but whoa, the zoom is really zooming now. Here we have the on-ramp on the highway, and it's difficult to see. It seems quite slippery in a way. It's difficult to see on this side. Here you can see the prices. Whoa, it's really expensive today. The other day I think it was just 17, 18, 19. And here we have some newer chargers that I can't use at the moment because the plug is different. But this is really fast charging. I think it's 350 kilowatt or something. Yeah, even in Norway that's quite expensive actually. What? Why isn't it charging? Maybe that's the... Why isn't the phone charging? I think it's charging now, but... It seems like the cars on the highway is going quite slowish. I would say not more than perhaps 70-ish or something, at least in 100 zone. So it might be quite slippery on the highway. But if you have third-party battery stuff, it might be the reason why it can't use the ID system. But I know it's crazy expensive for this type of phone. I really need one new because the SE from 2016 is really getting on my nerves now. I love the phone, but the battery is really bad, and it's totally outdated software wise, I think, and now in the last few months it struggles to connect to 4G. It stays on edge 2G, so I'm not sure. I might buy a new phone this month, or at least have a down payment plan or something. I can't afford to buy it up front, sadly, so. But then I have to back up, and then we need to focus on that. And now you. We just have to focus on backing up. But yes, this phone stuff is quite expensive. It's way too expensive. I'm actually considering to buy a dumb phone, a stupid phone, without all this app stuff, and get some break from that. But I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to function in the society anymore with an old phone. Okay. Of course, I can't read the chat now, so yeah, I really I also have a little collection of museum artifacts when it comes to phones. Probably if I just change the battery on the Nokia, it's probably going to work. Even though I think I bought it in 2011 or something. And perhaps even the older phones also would work. But try an iPhone or something like that? Oh, no. You have to buy the newest and most expensive. No, I haven't got the money for that. Yeah. It's somewhat slippery, but yeah. We could try the highway and see. If we just try to have some speed up here now. Oh, it's slippery. Was slippery. Yeah, it's okay to go a little bit slower, I think. It's actually quite slippery. Not as bad as I thought, but whoa, jeez. Okay, it's almost like I thought. It's really not great because it's been really cold for many weeks, and it gets wet on the road, and then but it's still really cold in the ground. And then they try to remove the ice and snow with salt. That just makes it even worse in a way. It makes it a little bit wet, and then it freezes. And it also mixes up with the snow and makes really weird liquid bad crash in the tunnel over here on the other side of the bridge. I think it was in this lane. Not sure what the reason was, but it sounded quite bad. Oh jeez, it's really not fun when the car starts to wobble sideways on its own on the bridge there. And now it starts to snow a little bit again. It's -2 degrees Celsius. Oh jeez, that was also quite slippery. And with the snow now, it's just get polished, finish on the road also, so. want to watch the train from? From the right hand side here or the normal spot? Yeah, hard question, yeah. I could try and see how it's looking from this side. Something like this. Is this okay, or do you want to go to the other side, to the normal spot? Yeah, okay. Let me... We could try to get the light a little bit on the side-ish. Yeah, I think we'll try it there. Do you want me to zoom in a little bit, or? I will try to read the chat on the other phone. If it will work. Oh, I also have a rotary dial phone. My missus used them. I actually used them when it was landlines. Not very often, but I have used them, I think. Yes, I have. Yeah. You know, Murphy's Law. Almost. Oh no, it's no cars. Oh. No. It doesn't work when you try on it. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay. I think that it's not that many years ago since that was the new fancy future. But I think it seems like the quality on those phones normally was way better. Of course, it had no app and stuff like that, but it actually worked in a way. Yeah, I think it was a loud buzzer normally on those also. No, perhaps the voice was better actually. Yeah, it was it was perhaps a little bit softer. It was not compressed in the same way. But who's in the chat? Do we have some new? When you mentioned it probably was a way softer sound for the ears. Yeah, it was the app crashing again for some reason. I'm not sure if the connection is okay, or I have it both on 4G and 5G now, so it can choose what's the best. But I'm not sure it's the phone, but the carbon microphone. I'm not quite sure. Was it a special microphone? Okay, until the 80s. I think I heard the name carbon microphone, so but I'm not sure exactly what it is, or if it was a hype or something. Did you get anything nice to Christmas? This Christmas? It needs to be dry or something. Oh, now it started to snow again. I'm not sure. In what way? Okay. The opposite Santa Claus. Now the closest I think is the guys from Home Alone. I watched Home Alone 1 and 2, 5 and 6, I think, this Christmas. Yes, it's I think it's a new Home Alone from 2021, I think, actually. Have you watched any Christmas movies? When? Is that Three Nuts to Askepott? Tre nøtter til Askepott? Yeah. And on the Christmas Day in Norway, it's normal to have that, I think, is 10:30-ish, or is it 11-ish on the day, on Christmas Day, 11 a.m. or something like that. It's dubbed with a Norwegian guy being all the roles, I think, all the people. And after that we have a Norwegian Christmas movie from 1976, I think. That's called Reisen til julestjernen. The Travel to the Christmas Star or something, if you directly translate. It's a really nice Norwegian classic movie. And if I don't watch that movie, it's basically not Christmas. It's sadly been a few years where I missed it, but for the most part, I think I watched it more than not since I was little. I think at least 2/3 of my life, I think I watched that movie. At least when I was grown up enough to actually watch movies. If you haven't seen that one, you should really watch that. Especially if you learn Norwegian, then then you have heard the guy say, Askepot, Askepot. Yeah. No, but I really recommend that you watch Reisen til Julestjernen. It's a really nice Norwegian classic that basically everyone, at least half of Norway at least, I think, watches that on the Christmas day. But it has to be the 1976 one, not the 2012. I haven't watched the 2012 version yet, because I started to watch 10 minutes, I think, for a few years ago, but it was not the same at all, so then I rather watched the good old one. But what do you think about Home Alone? Yeah, you need to have the Christmas traditions in your heart also, yeah. That's correct. And actually, I think it's even a lot more than that to be considered a real Norwegian. Yeah, Home Alone 1 and 2 is absolutely the best movies. It's really sad that I didn't make more with the same guys. Of course, Kevin started to be a bit older, but he should be good for at least one more movie, I think. Wouldn't it be nice if they made a new one with Kevin again as a parent or something? Yeah. Oh, a train already. What movie are you talking about? Home Alone? Alene hjemme? Reisen til julestjernen. Reisen til julestjernen. Reisen til julestjernen. If it's the old one from 1976. It would be nice to know what you think about it, but remember that it's really childhood memory and stuff like that for me. So it means a lot to me, actually. Especially one of the songs or the music in the movie, it's quite nice. So especially the one song. It's a really Christmas classic that get the tears running in a way, at least for me. Is that the ska vi se. Yeah, it's quite classic intro music, at least on that too. Oh, are you trying to get me to read the Slovakian again? Kedi Pakti. Ne. Nistya? Oh, no, help. Oh, of course, I know that. It's Czechok, of course. Nitstu? It's probably totally... It's probably just wrong. Nitstu. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Nistu? Nisto. 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 It's probably way wrong. Without the context, it's probably impossible and to hear it, and no, exactly. It's quite. It's probably quite different. Whoa, we have 6 likes. That's a new record, I think. Thank you so much for the likes. No, I don't know, but it seems it has been saying 3 and 4 viewers. So I'm not sure if we have some new ones. If you're new here or something, put it in the chat and say hi. But we're starting to get quite close to 1,000 subscribers now, so I think it was 898 now. So we just need 2 more to get to 900. That's that's quite something. So just 100 more now. We are at 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for the what is it called again? Tilliten. What is that in English again? Yeah. But thank you so much anyway. And I'm really sorry for not posting as regularly as I probably should, and I know I still have some more videos from last year and a few years ago, I think, that I should be finishing, and I have some other ideas I tried to fix, and but I really need a new computer and stuff like that to make it a little bit easier, I think, and but at least some streams from time to time is nice to do. So oh, -2. Yeah, but it's also going up and down at my channel too. So I'm not sure why, but whoa, 899 now. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. In a way, it would probably be quite nice if I could get a channel to be a little bit over 1,000, say 1,200, 300 or something. That could probably give me some more opportunities to try to make it a little bit more sustainable. Even though I'm not wanting the channel to be about the subscribers in that way, that I have to have the most subscribers and stuff like that, because that's not the main goal of this channel in a way. So the main goal is more trying to make as good and nice videos as possible, as practically possible, and make it from the heart, so heart to heart, and the people that get the point and like the content are welcome to watch and stuff like that, and that we can have a good small community here. So that's basically the main goal in that regard, and also trying to share the transition between the old crossings and showing how it was a few years back with the good old crossings with mechanical bells, and how it is today. So the historic perspective of the crossings, that's basically what I really want to show the future generations. So it's never been about the subscriber numbers in that regard, but of course I can't hide that it's not cheap to travel and make videos. So I spent a lot of money on this project, to say the least. Actually, I tried to look into how much I probably used just on driving and stuff like that a few years back, and that was not a nice number, to say the least. I'm probably never going to get that back. I think it was 1 or 2 million or something. I couldn't believe the numbers myself, but it was quite crazy when you see it over 10-15 years. Then it's actually a whole lot. But at least it's not all about the money, it's also about the experience and being able to make these videos for the new generations, as I said, and for my own creativity, how is, yeah, you know what I mean, I think. To evolve myself and, yeah, and be together with you guys. Oh, 900! Yay, thank you so much. It's a round number, yay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm not quite sure what you mean. What do you think? I think the best thing for you would be get from that situation. What do you mean? Oh, so you have really cheap train travel? That's nice. But I'm really sorry, but I'm not quite sure what you meant with the last messages. So But if there's anything more you want to talk about, you can put it in the chat now. I'm not quite sure how long I'm going to be streaming for now, because it's starting to get late, and not that do anything for me just yet, because I'm not that tired. So, but I don't think it will be too many more trains until tomorrow. And you might need to sleep a little bit also. Except that it might be in a few minutes, it might be a empty train of some sort, or even it might be a snow removal train or something tonight. But I'm not sure if or when. So yeah, how I feel, well, that's always a tricky question. I sent a message to Tristan earlier today, so you could ask him. But or I probably could send you the message I wrote to him, but it's in Norwegian, but you are learning Norwegian, so. Now, I just before Christmas, I was a little bit sick, but luckily that disappeared for the last 1.5 weeks, I think. I was coughing a bit on Christmas Eve, and I couldn't sleep basically because my nose was too stuffed, so that was not fun. And a sore throat I had also, so. But of course, without telling too much, I'm still not feeling too great about the stuff that I told about a few streams ago. It bothers me, to say the least. So I had a nightmare tonight too. I basically have had at least once or twice, maybe 3 times a month for the last 10 years on average, I think. Huge nightmares about that thing and the circumstances. It's not great. I'm not feeling too happy or too impressed about the situation, to say the least. It's nice that you've been healthy this Christmas. Yeah, that's nice. Just normal nightmares and dreams. Yeah, but sadly, for me, it's normally I'm not quite sure if it's a legal term stuff, but I think it's could be compared with some type of post-traumatic what is it called? PTSD, post-traumatic stress disease or something. Yeah, that's nice. But for me, it's always in a way. It can start like I'm at that place, and at that line. I'm having a nice day, and everything is okay in a way, and it's really realistic. It's almost like I'm there. I can see things, I can recognize things, stuff I used to do, and it can be a spin-off on that. The things, the time has moved on, and it's new stuff. But then always someone is denying me access, and someone is always out to take me on something. I do something wrong, or I'm not good enough, and then I normally wake abrupt and in panic that everyone is just not wanting me there, or just not appreciating me, and I do a bad job or stuff like that. So what do you mean? Yeah, but it's a bit more complicated than that, I think. Because the situation is quite difficult, because I'm in that situation I am. I can't be more perfect in a way that I'm just me, and I do the best I can. I can't understand how I can do anything better than I'm trying to do. Yeah, when you dream stuff that you can't get out of situations or get up or... Yeah, that's not fun. But I don't know if I would say that I'm scared or something, or worries too much, because I'm just trying to find solutions and try to consider what can I do and to do the best I think I can. And yeah, for a couple of years ago, I actually dreamt something, and I did actually fall out of the bed. That was a weird feeling. Just waking up and falling out of the bed onto the floor. I think it's 5, 6 years ago or something. That seems weird. Dreams and nightmares and stuff like that is weird stuff. It can feel so extremely realistic. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it can feel like another universe or something. But how the heck have we gotten 7 likes on this stream? This is too weird. I appreciate it, of course I do, but this has to be a new record. What do you mean about the last message there? I'm really sorry, I can't understand everything. Yeah, sometimes the dreams and nightmares can be out of sync with the reality in a way, so Yeah, it can be quite confusing. But how did the test go on the school, or is it today? Yeah, it was an old phone, yeah. Well, but of course the phones were also a little bit dumber or something, but now the phone is smarter and we are getting stupider, so... YouTube on a dumb phone, yeah, okay. That's a weird one. What do you mean? Okay. Yeah. It's not... I also tried the internet on an old Nokia, I think, and, well, I don't know if I would call it internet, to say the least. Yeah. But you are probably going to bed now? Well, can it search for pictures? Then it can't be too old. Not a 2011 Nokia. Oh, the Caterpillar, that indestructible phone. Yeah, I see. But as I said, don't think it's going to be too much more trains until what do we have here? Is that a train or something else? It could be just a snowplow also, but we have something blinking on the there's a yellow light blinking on the overhead wires over there, so but I think it was some snowplow over there also, so it might be that. Yeah, thank you so much, but I think I suddenly think I need to go for the more modern one. I really want a break from this technology in a way, but I'm not sure how it's going to be possible, because you basically need a smartphone for everything nowadays. It's practically impossible to not have it, so that's quite sad in a way. Of course, it gives a lot of opportunities that couldn't be done before, like this one, that we can sit here and watch trains together and talk and stuff like that. So that was just a thing that we thought about. Oh, it would be nice to have a live. It wasn't even a live stream. When I was in a TV group on a local TV channel in the area when I was younger, in 2003, 4, 5, I think, something like that. We wanted to have live TV shows from the municipality location or the church or something other stuff, some live coverage, but it would be way too expensive to make that happen, and it was just a dream that we talked about. It would be nice to, but then we probably needed to stretch the cables for miles, and it wouldn't be possible to do practically without a satellite truck or something. And a small youth TVs. No, we have a train-ish tonight too. I suspected it, but I think that's the same yellow animal that we saw last time we was here. And now it's probably coming here and no, isn't it? Yeah, I was suspecting that it would be some extra stuff tonight. But that was not primarily snow removal thing. It might be used to that too today, because they need all man to the pumps, as we say in Norway. But that was multi-use thing, I think, mostly for the I think it's called revisjonsvogn in Norwegian. It's a special unit to do maintenance on the overhead lines, power lines and stuff like that. But can also be used for other stuff. I think they can open the floor inside it and work on the tracks from inside or something. I think it's quite not a plow. But it's a multiple use train car, something, yeah. I actually think one of my earlier friends that I don't see too often anymore, but sadly, but actually used to drive that one or something similar. I think he worked on the follow line project for a few years, and I worked, I think, at least 10-15 years in the rail business, something. But I've gotten some other jobs inside of the rail industry, I think. But I think he has been driving that one, LM7. Okay. But at least we got to see that one, because we talked a little bit more, and that was nice. So, but I really starting to need to find somewhere to ease the pressure a little bit, you know, again. The nature is calling. Can you hear it? Oh, I can hear it. I hear it. Can you hear it? Ooh, the nature is calling. Ooh, yeah. It's probably not the wisest to drink coffee in the night. It might do that you are a little bit more awake, but you have to pee a lot more. Yeah, the throne, yeah. The Game of Thrones, or something like that. Could start to call it that. Find some funny names for it. But yeah, are you going to the school tomorrow? And by the way, do you remember which live stream this is? Is this 36 or 37 or something? I forgot to, or I didn't have enough time to actually fix that in the beginning of the stream. Okay, remote learning a few days more. Yeah. Until next week. Oh yeah, thank you so much. I was suspecting that this one is 36. Have I actually done 36 live streams? Whoa, that's a little bit scary. But yeah, not everyone has been as successful, of course, but yeah, it's nice to have some streams sometime. What? Have you done 12 already? Oh my god. I'm sorry, I haven't been watching everything. I actually haven't been watching the main channel for a good while, I think. So I don't get all of the train videos I used to when I watched that account. And somewhat I needed a break from that too, but I have watched some other stuff and trains a little bit from time to time, but oh, that's not fun, of course. I also have the feeling when it's 0 and no one is talking back then or writing back, then it can be quite disheartening, especially when you're standing outside in the cold and or try to do your best and no one shows up. That's not a great feeling. Yeah, it is. It's really nice to not have too many in the streams, because then you can talk more personally with everyone and answer questions without it being like chaos and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a difficult balance. It depends who's in the chat and who can behave and who can't and stuff like that. But thankfully, for the most part, you guys have been really nice and understandable now, understanding the situation for the most part. And oh no, I will not finish it. I think it's the catenary they are checking or working on. The overhead wires. And it needs to catch the axle counter around there it is now, I think. I have suspected that they are checking or working on the overhead wires because it's been a lot of work from Askim and in the area here the last few months, and I think in the summer they put up some new power poles and stuff like that. So it might be that they are either they have a normal maintenance just routine to check out something, or they have been putting up the new wire or transfer the wires from the old poles and until the new ones, and then they need to check it or something. I'm not sure. But then we got to watch it again, so 2 times this stream. What do you mean? Yes. We say Askim. Askim. Even though it's written Askim. Askim, I think. Ask him, almost. I'm not sure how you pronounce it with those symbols, but I'm not sure if Ashim is correct. The sh sound isn't written in that way in Norway, so I'm actually not sure if that's correct, but everyone basically is saying Ashim. Like she, Ashim, Skien. It's written skien, I think. And ski is ski. She, so we're saying she, sh, even though it's not written that way. It's also in a way like Oslo, where we say Oslo, 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 but it's I think the right way to, no, I'm not sure the right way, but Oslo is, yeah. If you're saying it as you write it, it probably should be Oslo. It's a nicer way to say Oslo. But I think 98% says Oslo, like Oslo. So, yeah. Oslo, Askim, Ski. Slitu is the next station to the left here. It's also written Slitu. Slitu. But it's pronounced Slitu. 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 Slitu, Askim, Ski, Oslo. Yeah. But ask is not said in that way. And then you have ask, not ask, almost like ask. But actually, I thought about that because I have been watching some guys on YouTube that it's an American guy that watches Norwegian stuff and try Norwegian candy, Norwegian chocolate, watches old and new Norwegian commercials and have a reaction videos on that. What was it I was going to say? I just watched the train over there move again. What was it? What was the question? That's lunch as confusing, yeah. Yeah, but it's yeah, what I was going to say about the American guy, he it's so weird watching him and others try to learn Norwegian stuff and like things like that, because things I never think about in a way. Things I just would never even think about thinking about. It's just normal. It's just confusing for him or something. It's just weird, or it makes sense in another way than I ever have thought, actually. So it's quite interesting to set things in perspective. Kofola? What's that? Okay. It's a Coke drink. Yeah. With less sugar? Oh, yeah, that would be nice if we could make sodas way less damaging and more healthy. It would be really nice. Oh, it has the E stuff too. 211. What was that again? Is that some sort of sweetener? Or I think 300, 301 or something is some kind of salt, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, some sort of soda. But we should really try to make these things less harmful, or we should probably, in an ideal world, no one should be able to sell damaging stuff just to make profit, to damaging others' health and the world. That would be a nice world. Sodny? Bensons? No, I'm not sure. Perhaps I actually need to buy that new phone. It's a little bit bigger screen, so it could probably be a little bit easier to watch or read the chat. What do it said there? Creating benzene, some in gasoline? Or yeah, damaging DNA. Yeah. Now we should absolutely get rid of this damaging stuff, fake stuff, and all the sugar in a way. The body isn't made for that crap. And the worst thing is that some very, very wealthy individual in the world make a lot of money every second on damaging other people in that regard. Not only sodas, but candy, or fake food in a way, or which one? I didn't even know that it was stuff in chips. Is it Pringles, you think? Or I don't think it's any stuff like that in normal chips. It might be Pringles in a way. They have something weird, I think. It's not real potato chips either. I think it's grounded up something potato-ish and then put together as something potato chip-ish. But at least if it's a real Norwegian potato chips, we have whole potatoes basically dipped in and fried in vegetable oils. Not that that's healthy in any way, but at least it's if it would be a little bit less damaging, it probably needed to be animal fats, as in the good old days, tallow or something like that. Vegetables and oils are probably not great, at least if you see how that's made, that they actually bleach the oil to make it seem something like it could be used to human nutrition or something, but it's a bad process, I think. Was it Revenge to a King? Chips? And I don't think I heard that story before. Okay. Yeah, using a fork on chips, that would probably not go great now. It would probably not. Then it needs to be soft, and that's not the chips. So yeah. Yeah, nice story. But I'm still hearing the nature calls here, so I'm actually quite surprised that I haven't peed myself yet. Yeah, if you love snacks, do not under any circumstance try Smash. I'm warning you, do not under any circumstance try Smash. It's a Norwegian snack with some cones made of corn, I think, or something. With deliciously good chocolate. Yeah, me too, actually. I'm really surprised that you're still awake. But thank you for being that, except that I really, really had to pee. And that there's no more trains except the train that we saw is standing over there a couple of 100 meters to the right. Yeah, and how did that go? Yeah, you have some good stuff in Slovakia too. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a special Norwegian thing. Made in Trondheim, I think. At Nidar Chocolate Factory. It's really, really good, but it's practically impossible to just eat one. If you start on it, the whole bag is gone in 3 minutes. So it's not great for you at all. It's really addictive. It's extremely dangerous, addictive wise. It's crazy. Okay. That's probably not good too. I'm not too happy about these big companies that makes money on getting other people suffering. It should not be illegal. But yeah, now I really, really need to pee. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm sorry for having to leave now, but we have had a stream for 3.5 hours-ish, I think. So it's not too bad. So thank you so much for watching, and I also want to thank my 900 subscribers now, and I also want to thank those who have been able to start donating on the Patreon stuff for the last 2 years or so, I think. Normally I put the Patreon link in the description, so or on other videos. I'm a little bit behind on putting it on everyone, but I will probably put it on this one. There you can either considering giving once a month a small amount to help me a little bit out with this enormous cost of making videos and traveling and stuff like that. It's really appreciated. But it's also not necessary to watch the videos. It's nice to have the company of you guys. So, but if anyone feel like doing that, I would really appreciate it. So then it probably would be a little bit easier to have the money to actually travel and make videos. But as I said earlier this stream, for an hour or 1.5 hours ago, it's not the money about that's the the main point of the channel. It's that we can be together and watch trains and making history in that way. So and show people, later generations, how things were once in the past. Okay, I have to look into that later, I think. It's another editing software, I think. Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my Patreons. Thank you so much. And what was I said? Yeah, you can either make one donation or every month, up to you, or none. That's also okay. I also think I have a PayPal over there, so yeah, I think so. But I hope it's not too long to the next stream, but I'm not sure, of course. I have to take it when I have the opportunity to do so, as you know. And thank you so much for getting to 900 subscribers this evening. That was really nice. Thank you so much. And hope to see you next time. Have a nice night, evening, day, morning, where you are. And okay, yeah, that's nice to hear. But that's weird in a way. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I have to go because I've almost been peeing myself for 1.5 hour now. So, okay, good night. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Good night. Sleep well.